All right, that's president of LCCI, and we have him now joining us because we would like for him to elaborate on some of those concerns which LCCI shared at that briefing and perhaps suggest how it could be handled. Good morning, Mr. Idahosa, and thank you so much for, joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
So, Mr. Dahosa, you expressed concerns about BRICS at that meeting and Nigeria's, involvement and part of the consequences as a part of what's happening in the bigger scene, the geopolitical scene globally. What are your worries, especially with the U.S.? We see the U.S. tariff kicking on from next week, Friday, August 1st, even though we're hearing some trade deals happening even before then. What are your major worries when it comes to Nigeria in all of this, BRICS and, of course, the tariffs?
Well, really, it's not a concern. It's not like a major concern, but it's a call to be strategic in the way we into BRICS. In other words, while we become engaged and even become member of BRICS, we have to understand that our relationship with non-BRICS countries need to be managed differently from the way they were being managed now. That's essentially the call. That while some parts of the economic stakeholders are saying we need to get into BRICS, absolutely, we need to get into BRICS. But at the same time, we need to be prepared for the effects of that entry into BRICS. We don't just go into BRICS and don't look at what we need to do. It's the call to be strategic in engagement. We are already engaging with all the BRICS countries, but formally getting into BRICS means that we have to recalibrate foreign policy, especially economic relations, with countries, particularly the United States, and understand that, yes, there's a trade-off in the process. It's not that we don't get into BRICS, we get into BRICS, but we have to understand the need to prepare for any consequences of doing that. And we believe as a country, we have the capacity to do that because since the Obama administration, the US government have decided they will be independent of the world as far as oil and gas is concerned. They have achieved that. And all oil producing countries have re-strategized, they have rebalanced their business in the oil and gas sector. That's what we are talking about. That as we get engaged in BRICS, whatever else we are doing within the United States, apart from oil and gas, which we have not adjusted, we need to start adjusting it. We get the full benefits of BRICS and minimize any consequences that's coming from the direction of particularly the United States.
Yeah, but Mr.
That's the essence of that part of the...
Yeah, so Mr. Dahaza, when you say we need to be prepared, what kind of preparation, what signs do you want to see that will indicate that we're ready to go into BRICS and we can withstand the consequences? Hello, Mr. Dahaza, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Idahosa? Well,
yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I was asking, what would you like to see?
I can hear you clearly.
All right, great. I couldn't hear you for a bit. I was asking what you would like to see as signs of our preparation to go into BRICS and our ability to withstand the consequences should the United States decide, to face members of BRICS.
Well, I think perhaps we can quote a statement made famous by Barack Obama that you should never be afraid to negotiate and don't negotiate in fear. The entire trade with the rest of the world, if you take out the United States, the trade in the rest of the world is 83% or thereabout. So it's not as if there is any country in this world that cannot really survive without trading with America. So what we need to do is we decide that we want to engage fully with BRICS and we deal with any consequence in terms of negotiating the best relationship that we have with the United States. So we are not just receivers of any decision that America makes, but we are able to negotiate with America with the best interests of Nigeria at the back of that negotiation. And it doesn't really have to do with size. It has to do with what you understand you need from America and what do we really need from America in this time. Is it to sell our oil? Definitely not. Is it to get technology to grow our industries? Definitely not. Is it a market for some of the products from small and medium enterprises, maybe food products, uh, textiles, fashion, music? Yes, there's an American market for those products. And so our negotiations, we have that understanding between us that we have trade-offs. There are certain things America will need, that American people need, that we can still sell to them, and we should be able to negotiate rather than just receive any unilateral decision from America, which the current administration in America tries to impose on everybody. And a lot of countries have understood now that you really should and are able to negotiate with America and get a deal that makes sense. That's what essentially we are saying.
Yeah, Mr. Dowsa, but I guess that would mean that as Africa, not even just as Nigeria, we should get to a level of adding value to our raw materials, our resources, even our skills and all of that. Do you see us on the path of doing that? Because I think that's where our strength lies as the continent.
Yeah, we will do that not just because of America, but we'll do that for the rest of the world. We need to improve the quality of our products. We need to improve our trade channels, our ports, our regulations. But we are doing that because we want to improve our exports of goods and services to the rest of the world, not just for America. So when we improve the quality of goods and services, we will be able to compete better with other suppliers to America. So the point is definitely we need to keep working, and we are working. Talking with the business community is always working to improve the quality of services, the quality of goods, and the agencies that help the business community to do that are engaged with us, from the ports, the tax. We see the tax reforms, the enabling laws to improve the acceptance of our goods around the world. That is going on. Again, we are saying that we should not be over concerned about America in all of that. We are exporting to all the countries in the world. Right now, our exports to America is less than 1 or 2%. The figure is extremely small. The imports from America is also extremely small. So whatever we are doing is to look at the world market. Our biggest market should be Africa under AFCFTA. We should continue to improve the quality of our products, that they are among the best in all countries, including America. So we should take a big view of how we deal with our joining BRICS. Even the BRICS market, the BRICS market has a larger market for Nigerian exports than
Mr.
America.
Dahousa, if you could
So
hear
we
me.
need to improve the quality of.
Except that now
Yes.
there's the factor that we are now net importers of US crude in a country where we're supposed to be a major crude producer. And that could also, bring another side of this conversation, the fact that we're depending on the United States for crude.
That is a choice that has been made by an individual organization. The crude that is coming from America is available in many other countries. And this is what we are saying about how we position ourselves. Once we understand that for everything you get from America, you can get it from several other countries, it changes the dynamic. It changes the way you negotiate with America. Now we are temporarily importing crude from America because it is convenient for the individual organization that are not dependent on America. Whatever grade of crude you want to import in this world, there are several countries you can get it from. But it's just a business decision that at this time I want to take it from America. Again, we must always be in that position where we give our options, where we are not dependent on any particular country for a particular product or service. That is what we are trying to put on the table. America will remain very relevant in the world, but the level of dependence that a country like Nigeria, the largest population, one of the largest economies in Africa, the level of dependence on America should be minimal. Brazil, of course, you know, China and all the countries in the biggest economies in all the continents, Germany, Brazil, China, India, they are steadily minimizing their dependence on America for anything that's critical to their lives and to their economies. That
All
is
right.
what we're trying to make.
All right, President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Gabriel Dahosa, thank you so much. And I do know you have a meeting this morning. Thank you for taking time out to join us on the program.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, we're going to continue from where Mr. Dahosa left off, the issue of BRICS, Nigeria reducing its reliance on the United States, and other geopolitical issues, and the tariff that's starting next week, Friday, August the 1st, and how all of this will feed into the domestic economy back here. Let's take a break first. When we come back, we'll have that conversation. Please stay with us.